An awful lot of guys standing around in that open for tonight.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's different pieces of the game. Obviously, I thought we came out fine. I mean, we were all over them. I thought Delore had to make a couple quick saves. Grant gets in the fight with Stortini. We were going pretty good. And then we had one breakdown, D pinching, ill-advised, and obviously without the support, we don't pinch if we don't have the support. So a little bit of a read. They get a 2-on-1 and convert. I mean, the first period, I look at the game against Buffalo, we probably gave up 3 times as many chances as we did tonight, but you look at the first period, every time they got a chance, it ended up in our net. And, as I was saying to the guys in the room, I had lots to say, but, hockey gods, and I know a lot of people don't believe in hockey gods, I do, that if you cheat and they sort of pay you back or keep score for you. And like against Buffalo, we give away too many chances. Tonight, we didn't give up as many chances, but everything that they touched went in the net. So there's a reason we have a plan. There's a reason that we have to have a lot of details. And if you get away from those in games like this, you have some adversity early, you got to stay with it. And you got to rely on your system and your foundation and what you do. And if you get away from it and you start improvising, then only bad things can happen usually. And I thought later on, some of the ill-advised pinches and stuff like that, that was us trying too hard to try to get back in the game and not thinking. And that's what happens that's why you got to stay to the foundation. And we had lots of chances, but the game was out of hand early, and those games are tough to play. It's no different than some of the football games I saw yesterday. I mean, you end up behind the 8 ball and quite a distance, and you're just trying to get your game back in order. And I thought we tried to do that, especially in the third. I thought we did a much better job of that. But we lost the game in the first period, and we got to regroup and I say, well, how you act through adversity. Today was one of those games where there was adversity. The adversity came, and everything that they did seemed to end up in the back of our net. So it's how we react tomorrow in our game in Dallas and Chicago going forward. We'll learn from this, but no one's happy to be embarrassed in your own rink. 6-1. You look at it and you go, it's 6-1, but.
Becca not playing particularly well, or did he just
not
help? Or?
Yeah, a little bit of both. I would say a little bit of both. I mean, tonight was a tougher night for Pecs. I mean, they didn't have a lot of shots, but when they did, they seemed to find the back of the net, or they hit someone and redirected, or a guy didn't have his coverage down low. That type of thing. And unless he's spectacular, they end up scoring.
Was it a particularly tough night for Dan and Kevin?
Yeah, I thought that pair was not strong all night, and I'll relook at the tape, but they're going to have off nights, but they need it's 5 guys on the ice, it's just not 2. So you look at the stat sheet, and it looks like a tough night, but there might be. I'm going to look at the whole tape, and part of that might be some of the forwards' responsibilities as well. Because what happens when there's a breakdown, the D last line of defense have to adjust what's happening to them. So a little bit, I know on the second goal, it was I can attribute that to our forward, not our defense, on their controlled breakout. So they need help. It's 5 guys. Plus a goaltender defending all the time.
When you talk about the guys sticking to a plan, did you feel like tonight there was more play, like individual play, than actual team play?
No, not at all. We tried to stay with it. When we got down 4-0, and we had stretches where we tried to do things, everybody wants to be a hero, and we got away from that a little bit. But it's about responsibilities on both sides of the puck. We're trying so hard offensively to get back in the game that you tend to cut corners on the defensive side of it, and that's, I thought we did that a little bit at times, but that we kept trying. We kept trying to score right to the end. I mean, we just couldn't score.
You need to score more, though.
Well, yeah, there's no question. I mean, you look at we're 4 games into it, and we've only had basically one line has scored all our goals. So we can talk about our second, third, and fourth line. They got to contribute. They got to find a way to kick one in, legally. Really, if one line's going to do all our scoring, I mean, that's there's guys that are have to step up and play out a character. They have to go to the hard areas once in a while and get a greasy goal instead of just worrying about trying to get it on the power play or on the rush. I mean, you got to go to the net. The game's changing. You saw how Buffalo played, where they're attacking the net. Teams attack the net. We've got to do a better job of that too. You don't have time to make that, the cross and drop and come in 3-on-3. There's 4 guys attacking all the time.
Speaking of the lines, look like you're doing quite a bit of changing there in the third. Is that just something you do when the score is what it was, or are you looking?
Well, I'm looking at trying to go forward here. I'm trying to get some multiple scoring. I put Wilson in the third, like in the third period, but Erat and Wilson and Ward together. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll keep that together. Maybe they'll be able to do some scoring. They had some chances. I thought they were pretty good. We always have the last couple of years we had Leggy and Erat tied together, but I'm not getting any production there. So it's time to move them around and see if we can get some combinations. People going in the net, using some skill, those type of things. Or just for whatever reason, there's no production on the other line. So I don't think I have a whole lot to lose.
And Wilson, a tough night for debut, but what do you think?
Well, on the score, I thought it was a real tough night for us. But individually, I thought Wilson was really good. I mean, I liked him a lot. His line when he was out there, he created chances. He went to the hard areas. He forced himself to the net, and good things happen when you do that. And I thought, wow, for someone who hasn't played for quite a few weeks, he jumped in there pretty well. And there's things I'm sure that he says that he probably doesn't have the hands and all that he might, but he was pretty good for someone who hasn't played, and I was very comfortable leaving him on the ice and playing. And he's hopefully he's only going to get better with his age and his size and strength. He's going to be a pretty good player for us.
Have giveaways been a big concern for you the past couple games?
Well, yeah, they are, in a sense that what I call our routine giveaways. When the teams forces you into those real tough areas and you don't have any option, and you just basically got to just punt for lack of a better word. You just got to get it deep and trying to get to the next layer of people. I wouldn't call that a giveaway. It's when we have the puck and we give it right to them, which we did a couple times. I think on the I think it was the fifth or sixth goal. When they turn around and throw a blind pass up the middle and they go in and on breakaway. That's a giveaway, and that's a bad giveaway. So we can't have that. That's just I say not giving the respect to your teammates that if you're not being sharp.
Linesman let that fight go a little too long, or?
Oh, I don't know. I just know I was just glad that I wasn't part of that fight. There was a long one. But when they fight, a lot of times the two guys that are going at it, they're letting the referee know, let us be, or get in here, we're done. And I don't know what they said, but it was one.